All right, what's up guys? So in today's video, I got the Springfield Hellcat Micro. It is the OSP model, just optic sight pistol, meaning it's ready for a red dot. I do also have a Holosun EPS Carry that we'll go ahead and install on in this video as well. There are a few things that when I was doing my research, it does come with the adapter plate, but some of the issues with the length of the screws, so I went ahead and ordered some screws. We'll go into more detail on that, but so let's just go ahead and open it up. So yeah, this is what you get. Comes in a nice little bag. Comes with two mags, and here it is, the Springfield Hellcat. It's about the size of a Glock 43. Now, you can get the Pro, which has the longer grip on it. For me personally, I didn't want that. I like micro pistols. I've done some other videos on micro handguns. I just like having a small gun. It makes it easy to carry. This one stood out to me because it has a high mag capacity. Just with the regular mag, it's 11+1, and it's still a very slim profile. So, and then you can have, I think it goes up to 15 or 16+1 in this small of a gun, which was really appealing to me. So we'll go ahead and look at it in more detail, but this is what we're gonna be taking a look at, and this is what we're gonna be installing the red dot on. All right, so here it is, closer look. Springfield bag, they sent it in. Like I said, you get two mags with it. You get the 13+1 and your 11+1. So I'll probably carry this one unless I just absolutely love the bigger ones. Also too, depending on the time of year when you buy this gun, they have a deal where you can get, I'll show it to you guys, 2 extra mags if you send in for it. 2 extra 15-round mags, as well as a range bag. Here's the range bag they'll send you if they're running that promotion when you buy it. So it doesn't cost you anything other than when you buy the gun, sign up for it, and then you can get this promotion. They'll send it to you depending on the time of year. Let's just take a closer look at it. Make sure it's safe. So one thing that stood out to me on this gun is I really like the texture on it. I don't know, it just feels good in the hands. I really like how it feels. I just love that texture. Another thing too, it also has the sights on it. So I'm a big fan of Glocks, but Glock sights suck. This one has the big U in the back with the tritium front sight. So I mean, as far as just off-the-shelf guns go, can't really go wrong with this. I really like how easy it is to just get your sight picture, and honestly, I wouldn't mind having these on a Glock. They're just super easy when you come up on target just to see. It is nice and small. I think it's a 3-inch barrel. Gun overall is 6 inches long, 4 inches tall. I mean, overall, it's a nice looking gun. It's got the little parts up here for having it. You can put 16 rounds in this small of a gun, and look at how thin that is. So that was one of the reasons that appealed to me, was if I wanted to have high mag capacity in a small footprint, this was pretty appealing. So, and it not only it feels good, but it also is ready for the optic. I do have a Glock 43 that I can do a side-by-side comparison for. So just for reference, this is the Glock 43 with the standard mag it comes with. It's a 6+1, 7 bullets. And look at the size comparison. Glock 43 is a tad longer, but the thickness is almost identical. I'll show you the mags it comes with. So just your standard Glock 43, you're gonna have these 2 mags, 6+1. And obviously it's just a Glock 43 that I had Cerakoted OD green, because why not? So if you just run the standard mag in the Hellcat, you get 11+1, so you got 7 versus 12. Let's see. In almost the exact same size. So if you're someone who is all about round count and you want something pretty small on the micro side, Hellcat's not a bad option. All right, as far as holsters, on your 6, they have a decent quality holster that I have a few of. I like them. You guys are interested, check them out. Obviously not sponsored, just looking for a good quality holster. This one I have Optic cut for the EPS Carry. Locks in nice, nice slim profile, fits in the waistband nice. Good belt clip, good retention. I like it. All right, let's check out the Holosun. So I did a lot of reviews. You can actually get these with an optic on it. I didn't really care for the optic that they come with. I like Holosun. I don't like that it's not made in the United States, but that's a whole nother story. But as far as the best bang for your buck, I don't think you can go wrong with the Holosun. I did get the EPS Carry strictly for the fact that it is an enclosed reticle. And for me, if I'm going to be carrying in the waistband and not wanting to have to worry about lint or any other debris, or you pull it out in the rain or anything like that, just the fact that it is an enclosed reticle was appealing to me. So that's why I went ahead and went with this one. Plus, it's very tiny. So the whole point of this build was just to have a micro. It's tiny. I don't know how much it weighs exactly, but it is very tiny. And I think it'll be the perfect combination for this guy. Adapter plate, we'll see. Hopefully, they say it is supposed to adapt. But then again, a lot of things are said and they always need other things. So just based off of the research I did, I knew that the screws, because Holosun, they give you a box, or not, in the box comes with a bunch of screws, but everything I reviewed online said that nobody was able to actually have the screws fit. They were all too short or too long when you ran it with the EPS and the adapter plate Holosun provides. So I went ahead, and actually was kind of a hassle to find, but I went ahead and found some bolts that were, or screws, whatever you want to call them, that were compatible with the EPS Carry for the Hellcat. And I found those at Calculated Kinetics. I think they cost me like 12 bucks or something like that. So not terrible, but just kind of disappointing that you do have to buy something, because, you know, if it's optics ready, you would kind of think that it would be ready, and if you're using one of these optics, it would just go right on. So, oh, and one other feature I wanted to talk to you guys about is right here. There's a little window so you can see if you have a round in the chamber. That's the thought process behind it. Not sure how helpful that is, but that is what that is for. I mean, typically I would just press check, see if I got a round in there. I really like the Real Avid stuff for when it comes to working on ARs or just any guns in general. I don't think you can go wrong. I wish it wasn't so expensive, but I guess you have to pay for quality. So I went ahead and got one of their torque wrenches. So it's got inch pounds on it, because that's what you need for these guys, is inch pounds. So we'll go ahead and make sure we torque this guy to the right inch pounds, which I think it says it's 15. I just do all my stuff at 12. I've never had anything fall off. All right, so here's the hardware I got from Calculated Kinetics. Just these two little guys that are supposed to be the perfect length. They send you some Loctite so you can make sure you secure it on there, which not bad, since for 12 bucks they're kind of hooking you up with both. So let's go ahead and slap this guy on here. There's the adapter plate. Make sure it is properly seated, which doesn't really take a whole lot, and it is just kind of chilling on there. Then you'll take the, which I really like this. I mean, compared to like my Acro, this thing is just tiny and lightweight. So for a micro carry, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Just chilling like that. Gotta love the Benchmade Mini Claymore. This thing's awesome. So lightweight. Even looks like I just love the texture on it. Pretty cool little knife. Put that on. Started and not cross threading. So we'll get the handy dandy little torque wrench out, and it's on 12 pounds. All right, so 12 foot-pounds. So now we have the red dot on there. You can almost still use your sights. They're obviously a little low because you got that adapter plate on there, but I don't know, for a micro carry, I don't think you can beat it, really. I'm liking it so far. So, I mean, if you want to have the 16 rounds of 9mm, very small footprint, I think this is a pretty cool little micro gun, and I like micro guns. So one thing I just wanted to add for you guys real quick, if you saw the other video of the Ruger LCP, the little micro budget gun, just a size comparison for you guys. Definitely a lot bigger, but still very small. This is going to run you about the mid $500 range, and then obviously you have to add the optic, so definitely not as budget friendly as this little guy. At the end of the day, they're all tools, and it's just whatever tool the best tool for the trade you're going to be doing, and what you're going to be your application. And you know, if you're a smaller person, maybe something like this, just if you want self-defense. If you're going to be, you know, a little bit bigger, or you have wearing jackets and hoodies and stuff like that, where it's easy to hide something like this, this might be a good option. Either way, like I said, I collect guns. I like guns, and this one just was something I've been wanting to do, just so I could have a red dot on a micro. I'm pretty impressed with it. Oh, if you guys saw the Shadow Systems video of the CR920, that's all the Shadow Systems version of Glock 43. I can show you guys that side-by-side comparison. Which, if you notice, all my guns, I'm not going with the Glock 43X size. Like I said earlier, I really like not having a handle as long. I feel like it makes a huge difference in being able to carry and comfort to carry and concealment and all that kind of stuff. So this is a lot more bulky, but they're all tools and they have their applications. So here's the size difference of the CR920 next to the Hellcat. I'll try to give you a good comparison here. About the same length. The Shadow Systems is a little longer. Handles are the same. But obviously the aim point is way bigger. Just a couple different options you have for carrying micro handguns. Obviously you got your 9mm, 380 if you want to keep it real small and discreet. In my personal opinion, the best you can get in the smallest package, that would be this guy right here. You can't beat the aim point acro. You can't beat the feel of the Shadow Systems. And just is an overall really nice gun. The Hellcat also has its place. So if you guys got any questions, or if you guys got a preference on what you like or anything like that, feel free to let me know. But yeah, so hopefully this video helped you guys. If you guys are in the market for a Hellcat, or if you guys are just in the market for something tiny, or maybe you just need to know how to put the red dot on and what it was going to take if you wanted to run the EPS Carry from Holosun. Hopefully it helped you guys and gave you some insight on it. Like I said, if you guys are looking to do the same kind of setup, calculated Kinetics was the best option I found for getting those screws and getting them at a reasonable price, and I don't think you can go wrong with that. And then also too, if you are interested in a Kydex holster that works really good for it on your 6 designs, I can put the link down below. Obviously I bought all this stuff, it's just my personal opinion. I like to do some research and figure out what is gonna best suit my needs, and for the application I was wanting to do, this little setup was pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. I can also do a shooting review if that's something you guys are interested in. I know some people are like, there's so many videos on YouTube of everybody shooting, and it's like sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. It's just personal preference. So today I just wanted to do a quick unboxing, show you guys the EPS Carry from Holosun, tell you what I thought about it, and kind of go from there. So I'm really impressed with it. I like how tiny it is. I love the feel of the gun. Feels good in the hand. And other than that, you guys have a good one, and till next time.